is on the run. All right, of course, we are keeping an eye on that. Timothy Otieno is making his way to Kwara area in Embakasi to just tell us what is the latest from that end. Into some politics now, and President Uhuru Kenyatta has promised that he will concede defeat if he loses in the August polls. Uhuru says he is proud of his record after conceding defeat in 2002 elections, wants his challengers to concede defeat if he wins a second term. He spoke in Eldoret, where he defended the IEBC as well. Odinga accused the electoral body of failing Kenyans. Rita Tinina begins our broadcast tonight.
Kenya Human Rights Commission, where I work, is the...
At the KICC, more than 1,500 people gathered to audit Kenya's preparedness for the August polls, and the IEBC gave that much-needed assurance.
I pledge unwavering commitment to deliver a free, fair, and credible election.
It was a day that saw President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech read twice in less than 2 hours. The president had been invited to the conference but did not attend. He read his speech to the conference from State House Eldoret, while Majority Leader Eden Duale read the same speech at the KICC conference, a speech in which Uhuru gave a not-so-usual commitment.
That if you, the people, tell me on August 8th that you want fresh leadership, I will humbly stand aside and ensure a respectful and peaceful transition of power. And I urge my successor to love and care for this great nation as I have tried to do.
Uhuru is challenging his main challenger, NASA flag bearer Raila Odinga, to concede defeat if he loses in the poll.
And I urge, or maybe even challenge, my competitors in this year's contest to pronounce themselves on this matter unequivocally. No buts. Just commit to ensure peace and accept the verdict of the majority of Kenyans.
Election results aside, the National Elections Conference opening ceremony would once again bring to the fore the bitter political rivalry between NASA presidential flag bearer Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta, this time with the IEBC at the center of it.
We have seen a worrying inability by the IEBC to enforce the Electoral Code of Conduct.
But Uhuru would come to the defense of the IEBC.
Any attack against the IEBC is an attack upon an important pillar that is a guardian of our democracy.
With accusations of the use of state resources and deployment of cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries to campaign for the Jubilee government, Raila is blaming the IEBC for not taking any action.
The IEBC has remained silent in the middle of all this. That is worrying indeed. It is not a way to build faith that the elections will be free, fair, and credible.
We must not be chipping at its body with constant negative rhetoric that undermine its credibility in the court of public opinion.
The IEBC on Thursday last week signed a contract for the printing of ballot papers with Dubai-based firm Al Ghurair. Following direct procurement, the company had initially been awarded the contract through open tender, but the tender was declared null and void by the High Court following a petition.
This development is ill-advised and unfortunate. It casts a dark shadow which could have been avoided over the credibility of the August elections.
NASA claims some Jubilee officials may have had a hand in the decision.
Information currently in our possession indicates that the firm has long had contact with senior Jubilee officials for at least 3 years.
Uhuru wants politicians to let the IEBC do its work.
They must not be harried by politicians or marred by partisan political warfare.
With several concerns ahead of the elections, the IEBC